Hi, kindergartners. Today in math, we are going to start learning how to solve story problems. So today you will need your math notebook. It's orange and white. And we are going to turn to this page, page 19. Our first story problem that we're going to look at has frogs. So I want you to think about what you already know about frogs before we start. When I think about frogs, I remember that they're green, they live in water most of the times. They have two eyes, just like us. After you've thought about a couple things that you already know about frogs, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, our first story problem says 8 eyes. How many frogs? You have the same picture in your book, so go ahead and look at that. And then down here you have this big box, and that is where you're going to show how you solved the problem. Okay, so I want you to think about this problem and decide how you are going to solve it. You can use drawings, you can use cubes, you can use your fingers, you can use the numbers, or any way that you wish, but I want you to use the space in the rectangle to show how you solved the problem. So if you use materials like cubes, that's fine, but then when you're done, I want you to draw the cubes and how you solved it in the rectangle. Okay? So go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to solve the problem first. And when you're done, I will help you solve this first problem today. So if I was going to solve this problem, there are 8 eyes. How many frogs? So I'm first going to draw 8 eyes. Okay, so now I've drawn 8 eyes just like they are up there. Okay, then it says how many frogs? Okay, well I have to think about how many eyes do frogs have. So I know that one frog has 2 eyes. So I know that these 2 eyes belong to one frog. So I'm going to say one frog. These 2 eyes belong to another frog. So now I have 2 frogs. These 2 belong to another frog. So now I have 3 frogs. And these 2 frogs or eyes belong to another frog. So then now I have 4 frogs. Okay, so now I know I have 1 frog, 2 frogs, 3 frogs, and 4 frogs. So I know that there are 4 frogs. Okay. Now you possibly did it a different way, and that is okay. There are multiple ways to solve story problems. Okay, now I want you to flip the page and look at the very top one. It says 3 frogs on the log, 4 frogs in the water. How many frogs in all? So there are 3 frogs on the log and 4 in the water. How many frogs in all? So you need to use this rectangle over here to show your work and then find the answer for that story problem. Down here it says 6 frogs were sitting on the log. Some jumped into the water. How many frogs are in the water? Okay, so it says some jumped into the water and there were 6 on the log. Now there's only 3 on the log. So how many jumped in the water? Okay, and again, I need you to show your work on how you solved this problem. These 2 I'm not going to do with you. You are going to do them on your own. Then you will take a picture and post it to Seesaw. Okay? When you are done with these, you can go ahead and do one of the may-dos on the next page.